Guys, I have Fidel with us, and she's our amazing client. She's been working with us for last 3 months now. I think when we had our like first initial conversation with you and Dennis, it was like 3 months ago, right?
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, and like how many deals have you closed so far?
So we have closed over 100 clients. I actually remember it was in December 4th. So I would say you are the greatest present that could have happened to us at Rainier Credit. You guys are super responsive. You know what you're doing. So this has been just the biggest blessing I would say any business can ask for.
Gotcha. And like if you even have to like let's talk about some like numbers so people could
Mhm.
understand. Like what kind of numbers are you currently bringing in on an average?
Yes, so on an average, we're bringing in about 35,000 and we're looking to add more sales reps because we started with you advertising at $20 at Facebook and we went
Yeah.
50 and we saw a huge increase. So our goal is to even increase more, but we need to have more salespeople so we have that capacity to close it. Because just like how you guys are quick to make a post and get clients, it's also very important for us to be able to be attentive to all our clients and being able to respond to them in a manner that, that's giving them that Nordstrom, that first class
I
experience.
agree. I agree. What state are you from?
I'm from Washington State.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Like, how does it feel now to make 30 grand a month?
It feels amazing. And I've worked in corporate America, and I would say this one, we are not only just making money, it's we're changing people's lives. And a lot of people are in cars and loans that they will not be able to pay off unless they fix their credit. And with you guys' help, we're able to actually find people that want to work, that do want to make their change versus I would say before Harshal, we were basically forcing I don't want to say forcing, but we were basically pulling people that weren't ready to take that step of, you know what, I
Yeah.
need to fix my credit. I need to pay below 30%. I have to take these actions so that I can have a better tomorrow. Like I've closed a couple of clients from you guys' ads that cried on the phone because now they're able to get their first home loan. So to me, like these are the stories that keep me going more than just, the financial incentives.
Let's touch base on your background. Okay, so you said like you have worked with like the corporate America. Like what kind of salary you used to get back then? Like what kind of numbers you used to bring in?
Yes, so I used to work for Amazon. I was there for over 5 years, and prior to that, I done sales. So I brought in six figures, but I wouldn't say that I were bringing that in with a six-figure job on a monthly basis. And I didn't feel the impact and the happiness that I feel knowing that I can help people not pay $40,000 for a car that's only worth 10,000 and they can't even sell it, right? So I would
Yeah,
say that it's the financial aspect is great, but I think for me, I believe in just helping people. And unless you fix your credit, unfortunately in America, you will not be able to get anything.
I agree. I agree. And like, what made you to get into like credit repair?
Yeah, I would say it's just I saw how the distress that was really bringing in my community. I'm Ethiopian, so a lot of immigrants don't have. Some of them are like, I don't want it, and so they have no credit cards, but they have an APR loan of 30%, not realizing, hey, you're actually wasting all your money here, and just really seeing like now you can't even get jobs or rent places if your credit score is not at least 680. And a lot of people, we all go through hard stuff, right? And if you don't have credit, you don't want to deal with it. So that's like one of the things that made me want to do it because I want to be able to empower people on fixing their credit, being in good standing. Because if you don't know what's coming and what's going out, you're never going to be able to be ahead. You will just be filled with anxiety, which, I
Yeah.
can understand being so close to so many people.
I'm sure like there would be so many people right now who could relate to this because like so many of the time like I've had like so many conversation with other credit repair businesses. They had the same story. They always wanted to help their community out because I mean like without credit you can't do shit.
Yes.
right?
Yes,
The
you can't even rent nowadays even a car, right? Just even for a simple
yeah,
thing. You can't even just get a job. And just even having good credit is good. Like let's say if you get into a car accident and you need access to an emergency fund, if you have a high credit limit, you'll be able to use that rather than just paying everything that's in your account.
yeah, I agree. How did you found us like back then, like 3 4 months ago? Like how did you found us?
Yes. So Dennis, my partner, found you guys on YouTube. He saw one of your clip. He was very impressed, and we have tried a lot of agencies. Be it both of us come from big tech, so we're all about innovating new ways. And how quickly you guys were able to get us results is still unbelievable to me. Like I feel like you're in my next door room rather than miles away. So that is how we ended up, and we gave you guys a chance, and I would say, and you guys gave us a chance even taking us on as a client, and I would say that was one of the best decisions we ever made.
Yeah, I mean, like even if I have to like remember everything that the first initial conversation that we had, like you guys had so many questions. I still remember,
Yes.
and like now I just know like why you had that. I had those questions.
Yes.
So, but in the end, like it was worth it, right?
It was 1000% worth it because we tried doing campaign on Facebook ourselves. We wasted thousands of dollars and it resulted in zero clients
Yeah,
trying to do it. We've bought leads from other agencies. It's still not the same. And I think that by having you guys take over, I was able to understand like this is not really my specialty. You're able to get conversion way better than we could imagine, and just
yeah,
really understand the campaign. I feel like that's also another job that as a credit repair businesses that we don't know.
yeah. Maybe we are the pioneer of credit repair marketing now. Maybe.
Yes, yes.
I'm,
You
I'm,
guys
I'm
know
just
exactly
kidding.
what you're doing. No, it's
I'm
true.
just kidding.
1000%. I would say that because honestly, I'm a super like data person. So every single dollar that was spent on you guys and even on the ads, it's nothing in comparison to the return. And not just the return of like new leads, but just the type of people that you guys are able to get. You guys are able to bring quality clients because anybody can just sell you a bunch of leads of people that
Yeah,
aren't even that. So
I
that is what
agree.
I say that you guys are so good at. Like you guys know how to curate and you guys know how to target the right ad.
Yeah, I mean, like I can literally like tell what I know. Okay, the kind of people we target is like people who are looking to buy a home, car, people who want to remove like bankruptcy, student loans, people who have repossession, medical bills, lot of collection. It eventually like all the like targeting method that we have like we literally figured it out like in the past like 4 5 years. So
Yeah.
maybe we just know it. you know.
That's
The,
5 years of knowledge. That's five
yeah,
year of great specialty knowledge. So that is what I would say to anybody is having your hands in so many pots only spreads you thin and you're not
ag-
going to get the result that you're looking for. It makes you feel like ads don't work, but really it's like you are not the expert and let the experts do their job.
yeah, I agree. Like how you went from 0 to 30 grand a month, like you implemented something with Instagram, like organic that you did, or like what did you do better in, like was it the video ad that you ran, or like it's a combination of like multiple different things that you did?
Yes, so I would say it's definitely a combination of things, but I would say the biggest one is that you guys were our biggest cattle to success. And the reason for that is, of course, we had people in our community, we had some clients that were coming in, but it was not consistent because you're trying to get people to fix their credit. Yes, they have bad credits, but are they ready to fix their credits? The
Mm,
people that you guys are bringing in for us are, like you said, they're searching for homes, they're ready to take that step. So I would say it's a combination of all three things, and we get referrals too. Like there's some they we do couples, we do mom and dad, we've done uncle and nephew. So we do have these discounts, but I think it's just more of all three things working together, right? If we're doing organic posting and you're bringing the right audience
yeah,
versus my friends and family, we're able to open up the audience. So that is what I would
yeah,
say has been the biggest success. And I would say we have a great team. I don't want to take all the credits. We're a team of 8, and every single person on our team wants to learn. We
Yeah,
believe in continually understanding the new laws, the best credit cards, what's the difference between a 2% and a 5%, what kind of tools can we give to each of our clients. So I would say all of us here, we care.
I agree. I agree. Let's talk about, numbers. Okay. So do you remember what kind of ad spend you are currently doing right now?
Right now, on a daily basis, we're doing about 50.
Okay, you know your numbers. I was just
Yes,
checking.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
yes.
you are doing $50 a day in ad spend. Okay, plus our service fee. You don't need to reveal our service fee. By the way, guys, whoever wants to sign up with us, just sign up this week or next week because we are going up with our prices. Like
Yeah,
we we are just
do it.
straight away going. But yeah, that's like one plug I wanted to put. But seriously, we're going up with the prices. Not for you, don't worry. Because you are our old client. So you're doing $50 a day in ad spend, okay,
Mhm.
which equates to like $1,500, I think, in total ad spend every month. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 1,500, yeah,
Yeah.
1,500. So 1,500 makes you 25 to 30 grand.
And I would even say it could even make us more. Um, I would say we get a lot of leads. We're actually working on following up more of the leads that haven't converted yet. I would say for every 6 call we book, usually 2 don't show up, and from that 4, we tend to at least close 2 to 3. So we're at like 50 to 70% conversion rate. That is where I would see it. But our goal is we want to be able to increase our daily budget. We just need one more salesperson that's
Yeah.
going to be take it on. But honestly, it's nothing in comparison to what you guys are bringing. It's just the quality of candidates helps me sleep at night.
I can give you a quick blueprint on how you can go from 30 to 100 grand a month. Okay, like
Can't wait.
just create like multiple different videos. Okay, we could basically split test in a side campaign. I feel, and then 4xing or 5xing the ad spend, like 200 $300 a day, should make you guys like 100 grand a month.
Yes. Oh,
And
can't wait.
once you yeah, once you do the 100 grand a month, just ship me a Lambo over. Yeah, that's it. And
Yes.
uh I think most people would have this question. Okay, so I'm just curious to know about it. How much do you guys charge for your services right now?
So our services are really it's on a sliding scale. Just because if somebody has a bankruptcy repo, a lot of collections, it's not going to be the same if somebody just has inquiries or somebody that has a combination of both. So I would say it just really depends what's on their credit report in terms of the price that because it just depends, right? If we got like 60, 70 clients, which a lot of people do, you would not be surprised, it would be different because of the amount of work that would be required from us.
Makes sense, makes sense. So like typically on an average, like how much it actually starts from, and like how much
Yes,
it could go up to.
I would say from like anywhere between 500 to 1200, just really depending on
Gotcha.
what's there. Yeah, and we work with them in terms of payment because we understand. We
Yeah.
understand. We just want somebody that's committed and just wanting to do the work.
Gotcha, gotcha. And could you break down the whole sales process, like how it is working for you guys right now? Like, let's say, like, we started running ads, okay, and you started getting people reaching out to you. After that, like, what happens?
Yeah. So we immediately reply back. Actually took this tip from you from our initial meeting is that people want immediate response and they want that time to be set up. So
Yep.
that is what we do. All of our clients, anybody that reaches out to us, they do get about within 24-hour response. And I would even say it's anywhere between 5 to an hour in terms of average of somebody hearing back from us even before because they want to see that engagement.
Mm,
People's credit cards is like something that's super close to them. It's like the number of partners they've had. So if they're
yeah.
all open, you need to be able to act fast and just be able
Yeah.
to help them.
And it's like, even if you look at it in terms of like, bird's eye view, it's like a live call transfer.
Yes.
Because like,
Yeah.
even if you see like, what most people are doing is like, they just try to like, have a lead, then like call center calls in, and then like, they just get them on the phone. It makes the whole process lengthier. In your
Yeah.
case, it's like, they reach out to you. You guys have like 2 3 questionnaires with them. Like, I think the questions are like, even if I have to like, give that questions out, it's like, what's going on with your credit, and like collections, what kind of collection repos you have, XYZ. And after asking those 2 3 questions, in the end it's like, are you available for a free consultation call? And in the end, all we do is like, we just get them on the phone, you know
Exactly.
yeah.
You got everything right.
Ha-
But that's
ha-
why you're doing so good.
yeah. I'm trying, I'm just trying to understand all the nuances of your business, so maybe I could also start my own. I'm just kidding.
Yes, do it. Do it. You will make it
I
a
can't.
killing.
I can't, because it's like a shiny object syndrome. Like our mentor always tells us, like, it's grass is never greener on another side. It's greener when you water it, you know. So
Yeah.
just stay focused, just stay in your lane, and just kill it. That's it. Just never compare your journey with others. Some people might succeed faster, some people won't. Just stay in your lane, just be focused, and you'll make it happen. Now, in your case, like, damn, like in 3 months, making 30 grand a month. I mean, that's crazy, right? But what most people don't understand is you and Dennis already had a good amount of experience in corporate. Okay. So you guys knew most of the systems and things like that, and that also played a huge role and the part for you to succeed in this journey, right? I feel like, do you agree? Maybe.
I agree, but honestly, I would even say that like I I would say if somebody wants to learn and if somebody wants to help and if
Yeah.
they have somebody like you, like Harshal, I think like you're the magic that a lot of people don't understand because I felt like even myself, I underestimated the power of ads and having somebody that actually knows ads. You guys run fresh new ads every single week. Even if you're reusing it, you don't just post it and just call it a
Yeah.
day. Like I feel like that is the most important thing because if you don't have leads coming in, you're not closing. You might have a great product, but if nobody's buying it, what is really happening? So I would
Yeah.
say just even understanding the whole process and even increasing budgets was one of the best things. I feel like in the beginning I was like, okay, slow stepping it.
Yeah.
And and when you were able to be like, okay, let's do it, then I was like, yeah, you know
Yeah,
what?
it blew
This is
up.
way worth it. Why did we even waste? I just think like if we did $50 for the whole 3 months, where would we be now? Versus for only like less than a month, I believe. We've been doing this for a month, I think $50. So
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. So yeah, we have already, I think, touched on like, most of the things that we have done so far. And why do you think like most credit repair businesses don't succeed?
yeah, so if I would have to give the top reasons, I would say is having their hands in too many pots, not understanding campaigns, and not setting the right expectations. And what I mean by having their hands in too many pots is like kind of like how we touched upon is that we specialize in fixing people's credits. We Most of us can read a credit report in our sleep, right? We know everything. We know the interest rates of banks that we don't even work for. But we don't understand how to run campaigns. And if we're doing that, that's actually taking away from what we should be doing, which is selling, teaching our team, getting them ready.
Hmm.
So I would say by giving that part to someone that like you guys that specialize in it is what's going to free up so much of their time. And the second one is running ads. You have to run ads because your friends and families is only so big. There's so many people that are ready to get their credit fixed, and you don't know that. And we have, Instagram and Facebook. We might as well utilize it other than just scrolling. And in terms of expectations, is if somebody has a 300 or 400 credit score, are there chances that their credit score can go up to 700 within 35 days? Yes, but does it usually happen? No. So I would also say just keep it real with your clients so they know that what they're signing up for. Because, most of our clients, yes, it might take them many years to mess up their credit, but they want their credit fixed in 24 hours. So just
Yeah.
being level headed in that part has been
Yeah.
a challenge that we had to work through, because we hear from, our clients all the time that, hey, somebody told me it'll be done in 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Like I feel like even in like most like friends and family cases, it's like I tried pitching my services to my family members. They were like, bro, please do it for free for me. You know, it's not worth it, I
Yeah.
feel.
Yes, yes, yes. Family and friends just stands for a discount.
I agree. Either it's discount or they just want it for free. Like just
Yes,
give it for free,
yes,
bro. Like come on, you gonna charge me money? No, I'm not gonna
yeah,
pay. So that they aren't going to support you anyway.
yeah, yeah.
Strangers will make you rich.
And I
Strangers
would
will
say
make you
they're
rich.
and and I would say even people that you don't know, they're going through the same thing. I mean, in America right now, over 100 million people have bad credit. So we have a huge
Damn.
pool of people, and we need to be able to get it. And if they don't fix their credit, having bad credit costs you about $2.5 million in a lifetime. And most people don't read this. And I would say that as a credit repair agency, most of us probably know that we're changing their lives, but we have to find the people that are ready for that, versus people, that's still like, bad credits, but it's fine. I'm going to go on and about it for the next 2 years. So I would say just really quality clients is what really matters, and just targeting it and just getting our message across.
Yeah. So you said like there are probably 100 million people right now who want to fix their credit.
I don't know if 100 million of them are ready to fix their credits, but there's 100 million of them that have bad credit. And
Damn.
yes, yes. It
Like the whole time is so big. Like anyone can make so much money in this market.
Yes,
Crazy.
and I also would say that credit scores are very much taboo, which they shouldn't be, right? Because it's like a lot of times people lose their jobs and their families and things
Yeah.
happen. And I would say if you're a credit repair agency, there's so many people that are ready to tell you their story. They're ready to get into their dream home. 9 times out of 10, people go to the credit to get cars and they get turned down because of their credit. So just even having those affiliate relationships also helps. You'll be able to get leads. And just I have never had so many people cry and thank me as strangers that I've never met after we were able to help them fix their credit. So I would say for anybody interested in using you, use them, because you're going to find these clients that kind of become your friends, because you work with them through the journey of from the 3, the 4, the 5, and the 6, and the 7, and the 8 is like woo, party time.
Yeah. Then it's like, like you're going to get more referrals anyway, right? From them.
Yes, yes.
That's like another thing. That's what's up. What's your conversion ratio like right now?
Yeah, so our conversion ratio is for every 6 phone calls we scheduled, four will show up. From those four, I would say 2 to 3 usually end up closing. So I would say it's rough between 50 to 70%. I would say 70 to just be
Damn.
on the
That's
safe
huge.
side.
That's huge.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the last thing that we always do on our like channel, which is like sales call role play. If you'd like to do it, where
Yes.
yeah. So this is the end, and so basically what I'll do is I'll act as a client, and you could
Mhm.
act as a Fidel, of course. you know, where you're taking a consultation call with me. So maybe we could just like give a rough idea to all the audience that like how exactly the whole consultation call looks like for them. Typically it lasts around like 30 minutes, maybe.
I would say
You
45, just really depending on what's on their report.
okay?
45 to an hour. It could be 30 to an hour, but I would say 45 just to be on the safe side.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. So like we could just go with in a like faster way, of course. So yeah,
Yes.
so I reached out to you and we are on the phone. So how would that go then after that?
Yeah, I would just say, hi, Harshal. Thanks for reaching out. So tell me what's going on with your credit. I just get straight to the point, right? Because, they're
Yep.
not here to chat with me, and I want to be able to help them.
Yeah. So hey Fidel, yeah. So I'm currently having a bankruptcy. You know what's funny? Like I always mention bankruptcy. For God forbid, I hope I don't get into like bankruptcy.
You won't, you won't, you won't. So tell
Yeah.
me, how long ago was this bankruptcy? Is this bankruptcy discharged?
Yeah, so it's like 4 years old now.
Perfect. The older it is, the better it is. We just want to make sure that it is in discharge status before we start disputing any of the items that are on there, just in case if it's, attached to any current credit or anything an aspect. So how do you monitor your credit? What are you using to monitor your credit?
I'm using smart credit.
Smart credit, perfect. I love smart credit. They make it so easy.
Yeah, I know.
So can you send me your login information so we can just go through your credit report? I would love to see what's currently weighing your score down.
Yeah, yeah. So okay, I'll send you the like username and info. Okay. Yeah, done.
Perfect.
Yep.
And then usually what I'll do is I'll tell them, okay, great. So, if are you on the app or are you on the website? If they're on the website, I will say, okay, so click on the drop down below. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
say 3B report. That's your 3 bureau report for Equifax, Experian, as well as TransUnion. And let's just go through all the items that's showing up there to see what we'll be able to dispute. And then we'll go through the report.
Gotcha. So what would happen in the end? So let's say like we went to the report and I see that you could help me out. What would happen
Yes.
then?
So we would talk about in terms of, I would tell them usually we get all our disputes out within 2 to 3 days, just depending on
Gotcha.
what's on there. I would say, okay, great. So I'm going to be able to send you an email. I'll just tell them, well, all these disputes should be out by Thursday. You'll get an email. You'll also get a text from me. Creditors do upgrade their report every 35 days. So that is going to be the next check-in that we're going to have. Uh, I'll also be able to go ahead and send you a budget sheet. We help them with just trying to get their finances on point. And if you have any questions, this is my number, so feel free to reach out to me. We do need you to continue having smart credit because that is how we're going to be able to monitor. I have seen clients, their credit score go up by 100 points, 75 points within the first 35 days. I've also seen it go up by a couple of points, and we've seen the biggest jump within 90 days. So I would be realistic with them. If they're in the 400 to 500, I'm going to tell you it's going to take us 3 to 6 months. If we're in the high sixes, and I think we could get to 720, I'll tell you 35 days. So I tend to give them a much more realistic timeline so that they're not like, hey, it's 35 days. Where's my 800 at?
That makes sense. So, and in the end, like, all you go about is like the budgeting or like the amount you charge. And like, do
Yeah.
you happen to take like money on the call itself, or you basically send them an invoice or something?
So we split it up, just depending on it. We'll take a down payment, and then we'll have the other ones come in within if they get paid every 2 weeks, we'll do it. I have some people that get paid every week. They'll rather make a smaller amount. So we tend to work with them, but just like being clear, like, I'm doing this work. Because I want to be able to help you fix your credit, and I also need you to hold on your end of the bargain. But honestly, I would just say you might have a couple that fall off, but I would
Yeah.
say the majority of our clients do pay because they want to get their credits fixed, and they're so happy for it because not everybody wants to read, consumer law books. Not everybody
Yeah.
wants to see about disputes. They don't want to do that. Just like, for me, even if you tell me to read a Facebook manual to run ads, I'm not going to be good at it, right? So it's always good to know where you stand and to let the experts do what they do.
Yeah.
So that is how I would say our sales process. And like, you bring them, we close them, and we stay them updated. And there's some people that have came back, third month in. Like one client that I have, he actually was one of the people that reached out on one of our first ads.
Mm.
So it's I call it as like a whole circle. They'll come back if they're really ready to do that, and just being honest with them is really what works.
Yeah. What would you say to someone who is on his fence to work with us?
Do it. I'm gonna say this is the best decision you're going to be able to make. Uh, I can't think of any better decisions. I would even say working you guys have been a better decision that I made than going to college because it's so it. And the amount that you guys charge, it's nothing in comparison to what they're going to
Yeah,
be able to bring. Because I
I
think
agree.
there's so many companies advertising on Instagram saying, "Hey, I'll get you 1,000 leads." Yes, they might get you 1,000 leads, but are those 1,000 leads quality? Because what's the most painful thing that I've ever experienced is getting over 200 leads and only converting one,
Mm,
right? And you spend a couple of grants on it. It's not like you can call them back and be like, "Hey, take your lead back." So that is what I would say. It's This is going to be the right decision, and you have nothing to lose because the prices that you guys charge is equivalent to maybe one or two clients that they're going to be able to
I
close.
agree. I agree. I agree. So, guys, please go ahead, and if you want to get more credit repair clients or leads, and if you even want to scale your business, you can go ahead and schedule a call with me or my team member. And yeah, until next time, see you soon. As well, please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are, still bringing in more and more success stories. I think next time when we're gonna do like another call with Fidel, it's going to be like 60 grand or 70 grand a month. So she's going to
Can't
be a
wait.
seven-figure human being. Let's get it. Let's do that. Sounds good, guys. See you soon. Adios.